Hello, hi there, lovely Leos, and welcome to my channel. My name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic. And how I work is I work with my spirit guides. That's how I do all my readings. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, just look at the links below. So, what's going on for you for June in relation to your love life? Well, it's been shown to me like this by my spirit guides, and pretty much see this really from the 5th of June going onwards. So, in that first week, there's two things. So, there's a lot of thinking about what to do when it comes to your love life in relation to how you want to pursue and take things forward. Like you feel like you want to take control. Like you feel like you don't want to wait on other people. So whether you're single, otherwise, you feel like you just want to take control in that first week. And you're thinking about how to do it. So regardless of your situation, you're very much about wanting to take control, wanting to think about methodically how to do it and strategically how to do it in order to gain the best results for you in whatever that is. Because the way it's been shown to me, it's like this. It's like you think about it, you plan it, you want to take control, and then in the second week you act. And that would make sense to me because in the second week, or just at the end of the first week, we then have a full moon in Sagittarius, and we have Jupiter no longer in retrograde, it's all going forward. So you've got good luck, you've got optimism, you've got things going right for you, you've got things flowing very, very well. So it's going to give you that optimism to kind of take that plan that you've made in order to gain some success out of existing connection, a new connection that you're pursuing. You want to be the driving force. There's a part of you that's like, I want to be the master of my own destiny. I don't want other people to do it the other way around. I have to wait on other people, or I have to second guess things. Like you want to just be proactive. So you want to ask that person, do you like me? You want to say to the person that you're with, you're not happy with something, so can they change something? For some of you, some of your decisions will be actually about ending something because you're just plain tired of running around in circles. And so you've thought about it, you've planned it, and you're just going to do it because you're ultimately, what's been shown to me is that you just want your own happiness. And you just want to know. You just want to know. So it's almost a little bit like you giving somebody an ultimatum, but not in that kind of harsh way. It's very well thought out. It's very adult and kind of necessary. So don't see it like you're suddenly like a bull in the china shop. No, it's like you thought about it, and now you're just going to do. And you've planned it, and you know exactly how you're going to say it so it's not offensive, and then it gets the results that you want. So there's success. So in the second week, you do charge in and you just do it. And basically, it feels a lot that by doing this, it resolves a lot of old issues from the past. So this will definitely be with people that are in existing connection. It will resolve past stuff by you just speaking out, by you saying, right, this is how it's going to be, this is what we're going to do, or I want you, do you want me? It will just resolve the stagnation, it will resolve the past. Because either way, in that second week, you'll get your answer. You'll know whether somebody likes you. You'll know whether somebody wants to be in a relationship with you. You'll know what to do. No more will there be basically you needing to come to me because you're getting it from the horse's mouth. You're getting it from that person exactly where you stand. Sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to be brave. And that energy of the full moon and Jupiter going direct, makes you very direct, basically. Now, for some of you, there will be success because you've spoken your mind. And I get here from my guides, the answer will be yes. It will be yes to your question. And you're like, great, I don't know why I didn't do this a lot sooner, because now I know I can move forward with this person. They do like me, or they do want what I want, or, the person I'm with, does want to move in, or whatever it is. Your answer is yes. And for some of you, the answer will be no. Now, I know that's 50-50, so it's not necessarily a prediction, but it's almost like I need to be realistic, because the way my guides are making me feel is even before you've asked your question, you already know the answer. So some of you already know now, or in that first week when you're thinking about things and it's driving you crazy, but you just need to know, good or bad, either way, you kind of already know from your intuition what the answer will be. You know already. So for some of you where you're looking for a yes, you already know the answer is a yes. You just want to hear it. You just want to hear it from that other person. So you get it. And for others of you, the reason why you've really had to ponder is because there's been disappointment, just not feeling satisfied, felt like you're going somewhere and that it was put to a halt. And so you're just deciding just to get it vocalized, just to get it formalized so that you can gain control. But also remember with this ultimatum, because it's almost like you're saying, look, I'm putting in lots in here and I'd like this and this, but it can't be at the expense of my own unhappiness. So can you do this? Will you do this for us? And if it's a no, then at least you know so that you can move on forward because you will be happy. You may not feel like it at the time, but you will be. Can I hope this makes sense? For those of you where it's a yes, you flow forward and it's fine. You're in this optimistic state with Jupiter, it's all good luck. And for most of you, it will be. But for those of you where you already intuitively know from now, even by listening to me, even in those first couple of weeks, I don't think you'll be afraid to answer this because this comes across as you just needing to know. You just need to know that it's a no. That there's no maybes, there's no hopes, there's no further pushing things forward. It's just like that. You just want to know. You just want to know. That's how you know. Obviously, in the third week, you probably need some time to kind of just digest that kind of information. You just want to kind of absorb that. So you're probably not going to feel the greatest for those of you where it was a no. But, you might be war wounded and you might be feeling like it wasn't what I wanted, but at least I know and I can make things forward. You do dust yourself off. Because for you guys this year, particularly sort of at the end of last year, we had some not so good time. The one thing you kind of promised yourself is that nobody was going to take your roar away. Nobody was going to take away your prowess. Nobody was going to get you down to that level. And so with maturity, you dust yourself off and you move on. And trust me, for those of you who did have a no, you're only going to be walking into the very gift that you do want when it comes to your love life. So don't see the no too much of a negative because it only gives you the platform and the universe to definitely align you to who it is you're supposed to be with. All right? In the fourth week, for those of you who had the no, you'll definitely be much more optimistic. But for those of you who had the yes, and in that third week that it's like, now we're doing this, and we're dating, or there's momentum in the current existing relationship and the ultimatum, that person's realised that they don't want to lose you, whatever this is, because you're about to walk, because you're taking that confidence with you, hence why you had that ultimatum. In that fourth week, you are feeling great. You are feeling great. You feel like there's the potential and everything. There's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and that you are the one in charge of how to find it, and you can find it very easily. You're basically feeling good, optimistic, just very much in line with the astrological energy that's happening at this time. There's no second guessing anymore. There's no what if, can we, should we, maybe, is there a fracture? You're not in any doubt anymore, which often happens and can sneak in sometimes to relationships where we can have that doubt. And then we get afraid to say something because we're thinking, oh, I don't want to rock the boat, or I don't want them to say no to me. What you'll find that actually by speaking up, you just get the truth, which whatever way that is, leads you to happiness in the end anyway. So give yourself the gift. Go and ask for yourself. Just do it. Most of you will. And for most of you, it will be a yes. But for those where it was a no, you already knew anyway. But you've just given yourself the gift all the same. Because you're free. Free to invite and to be aligned to love that is better and much more destined for you. So I do hope that's helped. And again, if you'd like to know more about me and my services, just look at the links below. But please, do have an amazing June. Take care.